Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the Gamer here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a brand new video, and today I'm going to be doing a storytime video. I haven't done a storytime video in a long while, and that's mostly just because nothing has happened recently that's kind of interesting, or that I think would be long enough to say without having like a 5-second video. But yeah, so I haven't told one of these in a while, but if none of you know, actually recently I just got back from vacation. We just went to like a water park and amusement park. It was pretty fun, Everything went very well, except for whenever we went to the amusement park, which I'm about to tell you right now. Okay, so before we really get started, I just wanted to say this is my first experience like this. This is why it sounds a little bit more intense than it usually actually was, maybe for some of you, because maybe some of you has had this experience before. But anyway, we all know that like people on TV and just all over the place, schools always encourage kids to try and stay with an adult in large crowds and stuff like that. And and they give you a percentage of how many kids get stolen each year or each day, and it's a lot. And so I didn't really believe in it. Well, I believed in all of that actually, because it happens, but it's never happened to me, so I didn't really take that much caution to it. I just kind of went by myself anywhere, and it didn't really matter. So anyway, we had just gone to this amusement park, and it was me and my cousins, my grandma, my sister, and so my cousin needed to use the bathroom, and I was like, okay, I'll go with them, because there's a lot of people there, and I needed to use the bathroom as well. So in the bathroom that we went to, there's like the staff building, and then to the left there's the men's bathroom, and to the right there's the women's bathroom. Well, if you go down this little, it's kind of like a little tunnel thing, I don't know how to describe it, but it goes under the building. So they're just completely opposite sides of different bathrooms. So me and my cousin went to the men's bathroom, and then my nana, or my grandma, and my sister and my other cousin went into the girls' bathroom. So there's whenever we walked in, there was 3 stalls and 12 urinals all lined up against the wall. I know that's a lot, but there was at least 12. And so whenever we walked in there, my cousin got on the first urinal, and I got all the way over the other end, because it'd be really weird to just go right beside each other. I don't know, that's just always the thing that always just makes me weird whenever somebody comes right beside me. And so anyway, me and my cousin were just, his name is Matthias. I'm just going to say it a million times in this video and correct myself, but his name is Matthias, and me and him were actually just using the bathroom, and here comes this guy. He's pretty tall. He's got he had glasses, some blonde hair. Looked like in his 20s or something. And so out of all the 12 urinals, he comes to the one right beside me. And so this kind of freaked me out a little bit at first, and then I was like, okay, he just doesn't know the code, because I seen this one thing on Facebook. It was code, the man code, don't go near somebody else's urinal whenever they're using the urinal, you can wait, or only for emergencies go beside him. I don't know, it's pretty funny, but anyway, I was like, okay, he doesn't really know the code. So me and my cousin just washed our hands, and we were just drying our hands off with the blow dryer. And so we went out, and there's this big table area where people can buy food and sat down and eat there. And so we sat down at one of the tables right in front of the women's bathroom, waiting for my grandma, my sister, and my cousin. So anyway, we were sitting there, and that same guy that got to the urinal to the right of me came and sat down at the table to the right of us. And so he just put out his phone, and I thought this honestly creeped me out, because one, there was 15 other tables there that were empty and that he could have went to instead of sitting right down beside us. And so what kind of made me think that he was really trying to get one of us is that because he went to the urinal beside me, and then he came to the table beside us. If he would have went to a different table, then I wouldn't have suspected anything at all. But anyway, after that, my grandma and stuff, before we had all separated and stuff, she's like, okay, we need to have a place to meet up and everything like that. So our place was by these benches under this big I don't know, cable thing. And so it's a decent it's not a mile, but it's a decent way away from where the tables were, maybe like a few steps, but there was like this huge wall in front of the place, so he couldn't see what direction we went. And so he was just sitting on his phone, looking down his phone, and I was like, "Hey, dude, let's go to the place." And he's like, "What place?" He's like, "The place Nana or Grandma told us to go to," and he was like, "Oh, okay." So me and him stood up and we went there, and so we sat down at the bench, still waiting for the girls, and here we were looking over in that direction, right? And we see him come out, and he's looking in this big crowd. He got in with this big crowd and was looking in all directions and everything like that, looking for us. And so whenever he walked past like a bunch of carnival games, we didn't see him again for the rest of the day. And so my grandma, my cousin, and my sister all came out, and we rushed towards him. We seriously just bolted towards him, and we were telling him what all had happened. And I don't know, that's the only time that's ever happened to me, so I was completely freaking out of what could happen and what could have happened if I wouldn't have thought fast and be like, okay, let's go. And I mean, I wasn't going to say where the location was right in front of him whenever I was like, okay, let's go to the place where Nana told us, because then he would know. And then we were just telling my grandma, and she was like, yeah, if you guys would have separated, then he probably would have grabbed one of you. And I was like, okay, well, I can kind of defend myself, but my cousin, he's like really small and limb and skinny and stuff, so he could be easily picked up and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's just really a scary experience. I've never had one like this before, so I kind of got freaked out over it. I'm sure some of you guys have had something like this happen to you before, but this was my first time, so I had a little freak out there. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'd love to tell more stories because a lot of more interesting things happened that trip, which is actually pretty funny instead of scary. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, because like I said, whenever I get to 50 subscribers, I am going to be making a montage of all my best moments on the channel and just thanking you guys completely. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Stay undead.